Hello YouTube, and welcome to my video tutorial on making a lightsaber in Adobe Fireworks. Let's start off with creating a new Fireworks document, and I suggest the dimensions to be 500 by 500, or whichever dimensions you prefer. Next, the canvas color. You can set it to white, transparent, or a custom color. However, to my preference, I select transparent. Whenever you get your selection, go ahead and click on OK. Now we got a nice canvas. Alright, now step 1. Excuse me. Step 1, making the handle. Don't make it too long, but make it the length that you prefer. If you want to zoom in or out, press and hold the control key and use the mouse wheel in the direction you want to go. So upwards to zoom in, downwards to zoom out. Alright. That handle looks a little short, so about there. And while I'm dragging the mouse down, I'm holding the shift key to make it perfectly straight. Just like that. Alright. So now we've got our handle. Let's make our button. Make sure it's perfectly in the handle and click it. Just a click, and right now it looks like we've got a lightsaber handle. Excuse me, just took a sip of my pop. Alright, let's duplicate that. So now, it doesn't appear like I've done anything, but that's because the handle has been copied and pasted. So now the second line will be the blade. And I'm using these purple dashed lines as a guide, and that means right now, right now it's perfectly positioned. As you can see, the lines, the vertical line, that's for saying that the center of this line is perfectly aligned with the center of the handle, and the dashed lines for, like, that's at the bottom, means it's the bottom of this line is perfectly aligned with the top of the line of the handle. So I let that go. Alright. Alright, so sometimes you might run into a little hiccup. Okay, so there we go. Now it's perfectly positioned. Let's just try that again though. There we go. Alright, now I'm going to change the color of this line because the lightsaber blades are white, like on the inside. But now when I click out of it, you'll see that the blade is overlapping on top of the handle, which I'm not really all that happy about. But it's really easy to rectify by going into layers and dragging the line down to the bottom. Now when we look at the image, sorry, that was my cat. She's just waking up. In any case, in this, sorry, my cat's acting up. She's just waking up. Yeah. Alright. As I was saying, now as we're looking at the handle and the blade, now we see that the handle looks like as if is actually imitating the blade. But there's a little bit of a problem. There's no glow. But we can change that for sure by clicking on filters after selecting the blade, shadow and glow, and click on glow. Now you can choose whichever glow color you want, and notice how the glow doesn't go on top of the handle, which is why I wouldn't want the blade to overlap on top of the handle. If it overlaps, this is what happens. Oops. Alright. See how it would overlap on top of the handle? Not the best. So that's why I position the blade underneath. So you've got the handle on top of the blade. And notice how the canvas looks a little funny right now. Now, if you were to import this image right now, it would look kind of squirrely. So, you just click on Fit to Canvas, and voila. You've got a perfectly sized canvas. And if you want, you can check out how your blade looks on top of any background color. So like pure green wouldn't show, okay. And it's easy to change the color of the blade. Ooh. Okay, so let's say I wanted to change like to a different blade color. For example, red. Okay, not the best looking, as you can see. So yeah, Sith Lord wouldn't have much excuse me, of a good looking lightsaber blade if it was on top of a green screen. Okay. Let's see on oh yeah, this is changing blade color. Oops. I thought I was changing background color. My apologies. Alright, let's take a look at if it was purple. Once again, it doesn't look all that great, so feel free to experiment with different canvas colors as well. Let's try with grays, because that tends to be a little bit easier to experiment with. And as you can see, it stands out very nicely. So if you've got like a precise shade of orange, then you can use that as well. You can change your color basically to anything. So this blue color, and it looks not too bad. In any case, I'm going to go with the yellow color. Whenever you're done experimenting with your lightsaber, my suggestion is to make the canvas transparent. Click File, Save As, and save your file. And that's how you do it. If you have any questions about this tutorial, feel free to let me know in the comments, and I will answer you as accurately as I can. Hope you have a great day, and may the Force be with you.